Greetings, everyone. Well, for tonight's voice impersonation, I am going to impersonate the great Sean Connery, the elderly Sean Connery. I'm going to be focusing on a couple of his films, The Hunt for Red October, Indiana Jones and the Lasht Crushade, and I may even also do some lines from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So I guess that's 3 films. So here we go.
Comrades, this is your captain. It is an honor to speak to you today, and I am honored to be sailing with you on the maiden voyage of our motherland's most recent achievement. And once more, we play our dangerous game. A game of chess against our old adversary, the American Navy. For 40 years, your fathers before you and your other brothers played this game, and played it well. But today, the game is different. We have the advantage. It reminds me of the heady days of Sputnik and Yuri Gagarin, when the world trembled at the sound of our rockets. Well, they will tremble again at the sound of our silence. The order is, engage for silent drive. Comrades, our own fleet doesn't know our full potential. They will do everything possible to test us, but they will only be testing their own embarrassment. We will leave our fleet behind. We will pass through the American patrols, past their sonar nets, and lay off their largest city, and listen to their rock and roll, while we conduct missile drills. And when we are finished, the only sound they will hear is our laughter, while we sail to Havana, where the sun is warm and shows the comradeship. A great day, comrades. We sail into history. There will be no going back. Before we sailed, I dispatched a letter to Admiral Bedoran, in which I announced our intention to defect. When you reach the New World, Cortez burned his ships. As a result, his men were well motivated. We each have our reasons, Victor. My own began the day I was handed the blueprints for this ship. A ship that had but one use. As for the rest, well, those are things that Ireland must carry the burden for. Anatoly, you're afraid of our fleet. You should be. I'd say our chances are 1 chance in 3. More tea, anyone? No? Then you may report back to your posts. Oh, Vasily, Moscow is not to worry, nor the whole Soviet Navy. I know their tactics. I have the advantage. No. The worry is the Americans. We meet the right salt. This will work. We get some buckaroo. Let's see if I can think of another scene here. Do you think they'd let me live in Montana? I'd say they let you live wherever you want. Good. Then I will live in Montana. I will marry a round American woman and raise rabbits, and she will cook them for me. And I will have a pickup truck, or possibly even a recreational vehicle, and drive from state to state. Do they let you do that? Yes. No papers? No papers. State to state. In winter, I will live in Arizona. Actually, I think I'll need 2 wives. Oh, at least. What about you? What do you look forward to? I have no such appetites. There must be something. I miss the peace of fishing, like when I was a boy. 40 years I've been at sea. A war at sea. A war with no battles, no monuments, only casualties. I widowed her the day I married her. My wife died while I was at sea, you know. Postcards in the engineering spaces. If he can get to the caterpillar, he can get to somewhere more vital. What books?
Pardon me?
What books did you write?
I wrote a biography about Admiral Halsey called The Fighting Sailor, about naval combat tactics.
Oh, I know this book. Your conclusions are all wrong, Ryan. Halsey acted stupidly.
So that's it?
Well, not quite. Right now, Captain Tupolev is removing all the safety features from all his weapons. He won't make the same mistake twice. All this way to hide a submarine in a river.
We're 100 miles from the nearest naval base, the last place that satellites will ever look. I grew up around here. My grandfather taught me to fish off that island right over there.
There's one question you haven't asked me yet. Why?
Well, sir, I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Well, there are those who think we should attack the United States first. Settle everything in one moment. But October was built for that purpose.
When the dust settles from this, there's going to be hell to pay in Moscow.
Well, perhaps. Maybe some good will come from it. A little revolution now and then is a healthy thing, don't you think? Do you still like to fish, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
There's a river, not unlike this one, near Vilnius, where my grandfather taught me to fish. And the sea will grant each man new hope, as sleep brings dreams of home. Christopher Columbus.
Welcome to the New World, sir. Okay, so that is some recitation from The Hunt for Red October. Let's see if I can do Indiana Jones, Last Crusade.
Junior?
Yes, sir.
It is you, Junior.
Don't call me that, please.
What are you doing here?
I came to get you. What do you think?
14th century Ming Dynasty. Well, it breaks the heart.
And the head. You hit me, Dad.
I'll never forgive myself.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Thank God. It's fake. So you could tell at the cross-section.
Dad, get your stuff. We gotta get out of here.
Well, I'm sorry about your head, though, but I thought you were one of them.
Dad, they come in through the doors.
Oh, good point. Well, better safe than sorry. Wish I was wrong this time. But by God, I wasn't wrong and I mailed you my diary. You obviously got it.
I got it and I used it. We found the entrance to the catacombs.
Through the library?
Right.
I knew it. And the tomb of Sir Richard?
Found it.
He was actually there? You saw him?
Well, what was left of him.
And his shield. The inscription on Sir Richard's shield.
Alexandretta.
Alexandretta, of course! On the pilgrim child for the Eastern Empire. Oh. Junior, you did it.
No, Dad, you did. 40 years.
Oh, if only I could have been with you.
They were rats, Dad.
Rats?
Yeah, big ones. What did the Nazis want with you, Dad?
They wanted my diary.
Yeah?
I knew I had to get that book as far away from me as I possibly could.
Yeah.
I misjudged you, Walter. I knew you'd sell your mother for an Etruscan vase, but I didn't know you'd sell your country and your soul into the slime of humanity.
Let's see, what else? How did you know she was a Nazi? How did you know she was a Nazi?
She talks in her sleep. I didn't trust her. Why did you?
Because he didn't take my advice. Wait, I just did those things like backwards. Oh, well, whatever. Let's see. Trying to think. Oh, okay.
Stop. What? Stop! You're going the wrong way. We have to get to Berlin.
Brody's this way.
My diary's in Berlin.
We don't need the diary, Dad. Marcus has the map.
There's more in the diary than just the map.
All right, Dad. Tell me.
Well, he who finds the Grail must face the final challenge.
What final challenge?
3 devices of such lethal cunning.
Booby traps?
Oh, yes. But I found the clues that will safely take us through in the Chronicles of St. Anselm.
Well, what are they? Can't you remember?
I wrote it down in my diary so that I wouldn't have to remember.
Half the German army's on our tail, and you want me to go to Berlin? Into the lion's den?
Yes. The only thing that matters is the Grail.
What about Marcus?
Marcus would agree with me.
2 selfless martyrs. Jesus Christ.
That's for blasphemy. The quest for the Grail is not archaeology. It's a race against evil. If it is captured by the Nazis, the armies of darkness will march all over the face of the earth. Do you understand me?
This is an obsession, Dad. I never understood it. Never. Neither did Mom.
Oh, yes, she did. Only too well. Unfortunately, she kept her illness from me, till all I could do was mourn for her. You know, sharing your adventures is an interesting experience.
It's not always shared. It's disgraceful. You're old enough to be her grandfather.
Oh, I'm just as human as the next man.
I was the next man.
Ships that pass in the night.
You know, the last time that we sat down to have a quiet drink, I had a milkshake.
What did we talk about?
We didn't talk. We never talked.
Do I detect a rebuke?
No regret. It was just the 2 of us. It was a long way for us to grow up. For you, too. If you'd been an ordinary average dad like the other guy's father, you would have understood that.
Actually, I was a wonderful father.
When?
Did I ever tell you to eat up, go to bed, wash your ears, do your homework? No, I respected your privacy, and I taught you self-reliance.
What you taught me was that I was less important to you than people who've been dead for 500 years in another country, and I learned it so well that we've hardly spoken to each other for over 20 years.
You left just when you were becoming interesting.
Oh, Dad,
No. Well, I'm here now. What do you want to talk about?
I can't think of anything.
Well, then what are you complaining about? Kid, we've got work to do. When we get to Alexandretta, we will face the 3 challenges. First, the breath of God. Only the penitent man will pass. Second, the word of God. Only in the footsteps of God will he proceed. Third, the path of God. Only with the leap from the lion's head will he prove his worth.
What's that mean?
I don't know. We'll find out. Elsa never really believed in the Grail. She thought she'd found the prize.
What did you find, Dad?
Me? Illumination. And what did you find, Junior?
Junior? Dad? Please, what's this always mean by this Junior?
That's his name. Henry Jones Jr.
I like Indiana.
We named the dog Indiana.
May we go home now, please?
The dog? You were named after the dog?
I got a lot of fond memories of that dog. Ready?
Ready.
Indy, Henry, follow me! I know the way! Ha!
Got lost in his own museum, After you, Junior.
Alright, let's see. I got a little time here. I want to do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I really enjoyed that movie. Let's see if I can think. Okay. The Empire needs you.
But the question is, do I need the Empire? Perhaps I should toddle off now, should I? Yes, of course, Nigel, you toddle off. Toddling. Nigel is useful for keeping the story seekers at bay. I am Quartermaine.
The Empire is in peril.
You're probably too young to know the Empire is always in some kind of peril.
We need you to lead a team of unique men like yourself to combat this threat.
Regale me.
There is great unrest. Countries set at each other's throats, baying for blood. It's a powder keg. The trouble of which I speak could set a match to the whole thing. War.
With whom, exactly?
Everyone. A world war.
And that notion makes you sweat?
Heavens, man. Doesn't it you?
This is Africa, dear boy. Sweating is what we do.
Where's your sense of patriotism?
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. God bless the Queen.
That's about as patriotic as it gets around here.
But you're Alan Quartermaine. Stories of your exploits have thrilled English boys for decades.
That I know, and Nigel has done a grand job of reminding me. But with each past exploit, I've lost friends, white man and black, and much more. I am not the man I once was.
He must have known I was coming.
Obviously.
Did you mean to just wound him?
Stop him! I need information! Bloody poison.
You may have no love for the Empire, but I know you love Africa. A war in Europe was spread to its colonies. It appears the war has arrived.
Very well, Reed. I'm in.
Let's see.
Did you want something?
No. I was just wondering why you signed up for all this. Nemo said you hate the British Empire.
They called and I answered.
Well, that ain't all of it, though, is it?
Shallow. A few years ago, the Empire approached me with a mission for Queen and country.
That sounds like the morning ride to work for you, I imagine.
I signed on without hesitation. I even brought my son along. I led, my son followed, and he died in my arms. After that, I washed my hands of England, of the Empire, and the legend of Alan Bloody Quartermaine. Now, would you like to learn how to shoot?
I can't already.
Oh, I saw. It's very American. Fire enough bullets and hope to hit the target. Sire, I'm talking about pipping the ace at 900 yards.
Try.
So low.
Aim. That's easy.
Allow for wind, target movement.
Yeah, that's easy too.
This is the part that's not. You have to feel the shot. Take your time with it. You have all the time you need. All the time in the world. Take your... Too soon. But that was bloody close at 500 yards, too. Again. May this new century be your son, as the old one was mine.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's fun. It's fun to be able to do a good Sean Connery. But legend has it, according to others who have worked with him in films, never do the voice in front of him. Yeah, don't do the voice in front of him. So anyway, hopefully he doesn't see this, or at least he has a good humor about it. I don't expect he's ever going to see this. Anyway, that's all. That's what I've got for you tonight. So I hope you're doing well, and as always,
may the Force be with you.